Forbes this month is celebrating its 100th birthday. Happy birthday, Forbes. BC Forbes published the first issue of the magazine on September 15th, 1917. Since then, Forbes and its iconic rankings like the richest people in America and the newer 30 under 30 list have guided business investors and industries.
The grandson of BC Forbes, Steve Forbes, is the editor-in-chief and chairman of Forbes Media. He reflected on Forbes' success and his grandfather's original purpose.
Entrepreneurs around the world, I think, feel that we understand their purpose in life better than anyone else, that we see the real true mission of what they're trying to do. So they relate to us better than anyone else. And so again, we'll point out when things aren't done right, but we believe in the true purpose of what my grandfather laid out, to create conditions for the enable people to have more happiness.
Forbes is celebrating with a special centennial issue featuring essays by the 100 greatest living minds in business. Forbes Media CEO and Executive Chairman Mike Perlis is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
So let's talk about the qualifications. I mean, how did you decide who the 100 are?
Well, there's some subjectivity to it, but we looked for people who'd created extreme lasting impact in the business world and people who innovated in a way that transcends others in their field, and again, leaving a great mark.
And so how does Warren Buffett fit that model?
Well, Warren Buffett is the poster child for everything we stand for. He is arguably the world's greatest investor. He's redefining philanthropy. And as Steve said a moment ago, he defines the notion that making money shouldn't be all it's about. It should be about being happy. He's a happy man.
Can I say, I looked at this and I said, what does this mean? First ever AI cover. What does that mean?
Well, Warren worked closely with us and a company called Fluid AI. And if you you download an app, you take a picture of that cover, a three-dimensional image holograph of Warren pops up, and he'll answer questions. It's been loaded with AI about him. He'll answer questions about business and finance and even his own personal journey. It's got nuance. If you ask him about politics, he'll dodge it.
You know what else I thought was so interesting is that you had them all write their own essays to describe themselves. Is there an essay that stood out for you that you said, I know they're all good, but one that you said, that's really good?
Well, I have one that's poignant and one that's kind of fun and interesting. The poignant one was Jacqueline Novogratz, the founder of the Acumen Fund, who's just wonderful. And she says, concentrate on character. Don't worry about your reputation. If your character is good, you don't have to guard your reputation. Others will do it for you. And then Richard Branson, who I think channels Malcolm Forbes and represents his brand in everything that he does, wrote a piece. You know, he's always doing something crazy and attention-grabbing and important. And when they launched the Virgin Atlantic route to Las Vegas, he entered the surprise party via bungee cord from several stories up in the building, but he missed.
Yeah, that sounds like Malcolm Forbes to me.
Yeah,
exactly. The bungee cord was the wrong length. He hit the side of the building. He tore his clothes. His face and legs were bloodied, and that's how he entered the party.
Is there a common theme from all these essays? Is there one thing that sort of gives them all
they're really all over the place, but they talk about something that's meaningful and important to them in terms of the success they've enjoyed as business people.
I've asked this question often. One word that often comes back is curiosity, as it did from Jeff Bezos this weekend.
Yes. I think curiosity, Mark Benioff.
That's what I was going to say. You describe him big personality, big brain, big guy, and you describe him as a unicorn.
Yeah, he's a unicorn. Well, he built a business, venture capital that exceeded $1 billion in valuation. But he talks about, to your point about curiosity, he talks about keeping a beginner's mentality. If you live in the past, you're not going to be an innovator. And those are the kinds of things people talk about. We took photographs using the same photographer, Martin Schuler, 18 cities, 12 countries. So there's they're all very different, but there's a style that connects them all.
I like women on the list, Oprah Winfrey and Diane von Furstenberg.
Yes.
Two of the women that are on the list.
Yeah. Thank you. Sheryl Sandberg, Jacqueline Novogratz. Wonderful.
Mike Perlis, great to have you here.
Great to be here.
Thank you so much. Congrats on 100 years.
Thank you.
Yes.